this is my base, but something is missing. But I cannot figure out what. Something is missing. What could be missing? There's the tower. There's the surroundings. Something is just missing. But I cannot put my finger on what it is. The lighthouse seems complete. Oh, so this is what was missing. The giant metronome. I hadn't even done my intro yet. Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Nostalgia Online Season 2. My thinking brought me a giant metronome. Just got this delivered yesterday. Veronica is gonna interrupt my recording again. No problem. Very nice, big metronome. Not a lot has actually changed on the MNO server. And just as I said, I just remembered that a lot of things changed on the MNO server. So I ever so slightly tweaked Sugarcane's building. I don't know if you can see it, but if you can, actually just go to Sugar's video, watch him build it, and tell me if you spot the difference. And how do I say this? Like, I spent like 5 hours terraforming the entirety of the southern portion of the map. So now, like in season 1 we had like a southern town and we had to like terraform it. Basically the same thing here. Yeah, this is probably the island I'm gonna build a part of my base on. That's a giant pillar of leaves, because in this version at least I use leaves as scaffolding. So yeah, because I almost never end up using leaves except for there. And yeah, so
changes. Oh boy, how do I explain this one? Basically, if you haven't seen my little unscripted video that I posted on my second channel, I mean, if you didn't see it, it's no buzz. You didn't actually miss anything, because I'm gonna cover the whole thing in this episode. So basically, I think I should cover the whole cycle. Why is my spawn point in the air? So basically, what happened was that Blue Sheep, and yeah, he just kind of had to cope with Aaron just being on the same server as him, which I am surprised it didn't end in disaster. And then he just said, hey, I'm gonna take a break, you know, I'm gonna leave you, I know, it's too much for me. That's kind of understandable. I mean, he did tell me he is busy these days. You know, in Discord, like, when you create a brand new server, you have like that sort of crown thing. Like, when you create a brand new server, you have like that crown thing, like next to your username. Well, that indicates that you are the actual owner of the Discord server, you know. So I transferred my crown, or my ownership of the server, to Blue Sheep, okay? And if you transfer ownership to someone, then that someone is owner of the server, so he can't leave the server because he's the owner. And if you have roles with the administrative permissions, then you wouldn't be able to see the crown, because those roles basically indicate that someone is basically like quote-unquote owner of the server, you know? And once I transferred ownership to Blue Sheep, I mean, he didn't notice, he couldn't notice, because he had multiple people had those roles with admin permissions, so that means that the crown wasn't visible, right? And then he said that to supplement the quote-unquote loss of members, he would invite some of his friends to play instead of him, which is not really the best of choices. He invited this guy called Space Parrot, which he invited like 12 times. Each time he got invited, he eventually got banned because of breaking the rules and being annoying. And then Space Parrot starts posting insulting memes, offending memes, with like monkeys and stuff. That not only offended me, but also Bernica, and Sugarcane, and Nostalgia Destroyer, and even Pasha, which, like, for whatever reason, everybody hates him, although he has done nothing wrong on the GMNO server, okay? And then we had our argument over, allowing Space Parrot to exist on the server, and he's just being annoying and stuff, and then Blue Sheep, just wants to leave the server, and he's also very annoyed, so he can't leave the server. and he's very annoyed, and he's getting more annoyed. So what did he do? Well, if you can't leave the server, then delete the server, because because then he found out he's owner, and then he deleted the entire GMNO server. And mind you, there were multiple people, which were like observer members and stuff, and like Aaron, and then he like one of our group DMs, he said, "Wait, what? I had been banned from GMNO," and I tried to look at it, and then I find out that I'm banned as well. You know.
And then I say, "Yo, what the heck?" And then
like everybody says they're banned, and you know that everybody erupts into chaos because of course like deleting an entire server, which actually might have not deleted the server, just might have just banned everybody from it. And if they did ban everybody from it, then that's even worse, because the personal details the person still, I mean, like when I was trying to set up the server, and by the way, the server is temporarily hosted by me. It's I mean, the port forwarding and stuff does not work, so nobody else can join. So yeah, and I'm also recording now because for whatever reason, Windows Endorses doesn't want to open the server at all. So I'm just like working on this backup, trying to host it my server. Like nobody else can join because the port forwarding isn't right and stuff. It's super annoying. So then we all freak out. Blue Sheep says he is glad that he destroyed MNO, and he wants to, like, I think ally himself with Silver MNO, maybe, if I understood that correctly. Like, yeah, Silver MNO doesn't really like Blue Sheep, like, at all. Or, I think he then said he's gonna create a new MNO, like, good luck with that, Blue Sheep, good luck. Yeah, and then we made another GMNO server, and since Blue Sheep is gone, I transferred Blue Sheep's owner role to Windows Endorse, who wanted to be owner of the server for a long time but couldn't. I'm actually gonna show you the new server. This is, yeah, okay, this is recording. Alright, so as you can see, this is the Golden MNO Minecraft server. It has this name so that everyone won't get angry. No. Text, more text, more text. You can see here, blacklisted, Blue Sheep, Trigor, Blue on the Bear, and all of the Flabicast SMP members that have been raided previously. Rules and warnings, versions. We're on this version right now. Yay. Whoa, what? No sound of destroyer, sorry, but you're not gonna get ownership. No warnings. Server status, as I said. War status, what? KNH. All of the channels, please subscribe to them and like their videos. Voting, oh my, observer member. There you go. Council, oh, what? Why are there two war status? I'm gonna delete. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep this one. General, this is basically flooded. Okay, add projects, some of the videos. No, basically everything is new here. Everything goes. Yeah. Basically nothing is occupied here. Music, your songs list, music control. PC text, sorry me. I'll right back in the recording channel. So when I'm recording, I'm usually in this channel, right? Okay. I just sit here, anybody else can just come in and record with me and stuff, and you know, I'll come out and send system messages. Yeah, good times with them, just rejoined today. Here it is. And yeah, this is the Secret Revamp Corp server, and this is the Bellcraft server, not really important for now. And this is basically a copy that I'm working on, but with like all of the channels that were ever on GMNO, like, because we had to cut down a lot of channels because of Windows Endorse. Yeah. So there you go, you saw the Discord servers, you saw basically a bit of background on how we do, well, how I do my videos. Yes, this is OBS. Okay, stop recording.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on after showing you the MNO Discord server. So, anyways, Schubert base is Schubert's base, basically this base equally the same. And speaking of bases, I want to expand my base in this episode. Like, I think my base is gonna be like all over the server. Like that doesn't really discourage me, because like I did it basically the same thing in season 1, like Southern Town, my base near Southern Town, you know. This is Southern Town 2.0 or Southern City, whatever. So yeah, got the Metronome, got the lighthouse. Now, what I wanted to do here is hopefully A, transform this island right here, and B, ruin the view to Schubert's base even more by adding a giant bowl in the middle of, like, it's supposed to be a lake, you know, Southern Town season 1. I feel like I had referenced that way too much in this episode already, but whatever. So yeah, basically I'm gonna create a giant sort of bowl here, and inside of that bowl we're gonna create a big old meatball. Don't ask why. And like sort of behind this lighthouse I'm gonna do like sort of a crane that like goes from underground right there. Like it has like 2 parallel arms like that go like that, and like it hooks the giant meatball here. Yeah, basically it's a base race with sugarcane. Yeah. Also, sugarcane's base has been referenced way too much in the series already. So yeah. But the problem is, I don't know how to do spheres. So I'm not gonna do spheres. I'm gonna do like sort of a cubic meatball. Well, not fully cubic, not a box meatball, if that makes sense. But like just sort of a meatball shape, and I'm gonna have to do that with logs, because that's basically like the closest texture we have to meatballs. We don't have round wool. I clearly struggle with that while building the metronome. Like you can see, that's supposed to be brown wool, but we don't have such luxury. And the plate, I thought I'd do it with white wool, because like, you know, plates are usually white. Like a plate or a bowl with a giant meatball in the center. And as for the sauce, I'm gonna use a combination of red wool with orange wool. Maybe some green wool, like that, like symbolize onions. Yeah, I know. I like to cook. That's why. So I think the meatball should go first in here, because yeah, and then sort of under the meatball should the plate go, basically, and also ruin. Oh my god, what am I saying? The view to Schubert's face. So first I need to figure out how big I want this to be. Actually, I think first I could do like a sort of platform that I could build my giant meatball on. So how big do we need the meatball to be? Like, up, ping. Okay, so now I proceeded to make a giant 9 by 9 by 9 good old cube of wood. Okay, this looks very strange, but believe me, this will look much better. So now what we gotta do is round out the corners. What? There's purple sky outside. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. We gotta round out the corners like that. Make it into a sort of more round shape. I feel like we could round things up even more. But for now, I guess they're just gonna have to sit there like that. Anyways, now the plate. I'm gonna do sort of more round edges. Okay, just like that. And now we just kind of do a ring outside of this, just like that. I think I want to have like a bridge spanning from like there over to here, and I think I'm gonna do like a good old laser beam from there, just like hitting this meatball, like casting a shadow, and that shadow is a bridge. This race is gonna be complicated, I tell ya. Alright, this is looking better. Although I think the plate is too big. I might have to like cut down the size of it soon. But yeah, here will go the sauce. But first of all, okay, yeah, this is a 2. Okay, no, it's a 1 because fine. Everybody just seems to be pinging me on Discord for no goddamn reason. I don't know why. This is so frustrating. Sometimes. Go there, no. God damn it! Stop the pings. Okay, so now I had hollowed out the meatball. This is what it looks inside, and here we're gonna have like 2 floors, maybe something down here, something up there, and now we're gonna add the sauce. I think I'm gonna go like this, make it sort of a bridge here, like leave it trail here so I can actually access the interior of the meatball. And I'm just gonna add some sauce all around this. Yeah, just a little sauce. Probably should mention off the first. Okay, now this looks like blood. And we're gonna add patches of orange to sort of kind of break up this continuous red. Yeah, I just kind of like patches of it like this. Perfect. Now we just gotta add some greens every once in a while. Imagine having wood in your food. Some more leaves, just like that. We could also add some cheese if we want. Oh, some butter! Some exotic butter blocks will really go well here. Very nice and creamy and saucy. Okay, this is enough. Too many flavors. I'm gonna also add some leaves. Okay, that is good and fancy. Maybe should have done the bowl a little smaller, but it is what it is. Okay, how does that look? I think it looks real cool. Actually, we could round up the meatball even more, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Right. So now will come the tricky part with the laser beam that I want. I don't even know what color it should be. Probably just some gold blocks and some glass and maybe some leaves in there to like hit that part of the meatball, and then to create like a trail from there to there that's like a bridge. That would be very cool. And then I don't know how to link this up with the metronome, if we ever should link those up, but yeah. My base is a beautiful mess, okay? It's a beautiful mess.